మాట్లాడుతుంటాడు మనకి.
మేడం క్లాస్ స్టార్ట్ చేయండి మేడం.
సార్ నేను క్లాస్ స్టార్ట్ చేస్తున్నాను సార్. రైట్ సార్. యూ కెన్ సీ ద స్క్రీన్. అదే ఇందాక నుంచి అడుగుతున్నాను. ఓకే. ఐ స్టార్ట్ సార్.
స్టార్ట్ చేయండి మేడం.
ఓకే రైట్.
అదే మీకు హోస్ట్ ఇష్టం మేడం. అదే మీరు అయిపోయాక బంద్ చేసుకోండి, మీరు ఎండ్ చేయొచ్చు క్లాసు.
షూర్ షూర్ సార్.
ఓకే
షూర్
మేడం.
సార్.
ఓకే
మీరు
మేడం.
1 minute టైం ఇచ్చి స్టార్ట్ చేయండి సార్. ఇప్పుడు స్టార్ట్ చేయండి.
ఓకే మేడం, చేయండి, కంటిన్యూ చేయండి ఇప్పుడు, నో ప్రాబ్లం.
ఓకే సార్. రైట్.
ఓకే.
A very good afternoon to everyone present here. I'm Kolla Krishna Madhavi, and we are talking about international marketing over the last few sessions. We have covered Unit 1, 2, and 3 in Block 1, and now we are moving to Block 2. So here we are talking in terms of international marketing mix, which covers fundamentally 3 units: Unit 4, which consists of international product planning and pricing. Unit 5, it covers international marketing communication. And Unit 6, which talks of international marketing channels. So, when we talk about international marketing mix, a term that all of you would be equally familiar with, we are talking of the four P's of marketing, that is product, price, place, and promotion. So, place is also called as distribution. So, here because we are selling beyond the country, so we are talking more in terms of distribution to an international market. So our focus for today's session is on the first unit in block 2, that is unit 4, which explains the concept of product and product standardization, product adaptation, the theory of international product life cycle and its marketing applications. It discusses the strategic significance of branding and packaging, the pricing decisions in an international context, and also evaluates the various factors that affect the pricing. Fundamentally, factors like exchange rate, dumping, etc. So we'll focus on this and we'll talk about the other units in block 2 at a later date. So let's move to unit 4, that is international product planning and pricing. So what are the objectives? To understand the meaning of product and product standardization and adaptation. We're also going to focus on the international product life cycle and marketing applications. We'll discuss the strategic significance of branding and packaging and describe the pricing decisions in an international context. We'll also be talking in terms of price and how it is affected by factors like foreign exchange rate, dumping, etc. And finally, we'll be looking at the pricing terms used in international quotations and also looking at the various payment methods. So, in terms of the structure, this is the structure that we will be discussing today. That is the introduction followed by product definition, the product development, and so on and so forth. So, let us first move to the introduction. So, what is this chapter all about? So when we are talking about product pricing, the first thing we need to understand that is that a product can be successful in one country. It could be the domestic or host country. However, it's not necessary that the same product in the same format with the same pricing and other features will be equally successful in other markets. A marketer must always determine the local needs. We also spoke about it in length in the previous class, where we talked in terms of localization and customization of the products based on not only the laws prevailing in various countries, but also in terms of the social and cultural factors, the demographics, etc. So that is why we are saying a marketer must always determine the local needs in its various formats. What are their tastes? What attracts them? What is it that is the local? Some universal. Example, if you're talking brand recipe, they have a universal fee. So pretty much this are instances where Coca-Cola, for example, has customized its products and brought out new products which are catering to the local tastes. So, though it is a universal product, it still has a narrow appeal in some countries. So, it may require a certain level of customization. Another example that we can take is in terms of KFC or McDonald's, where they have in the past and even in the present cut down on certain products which they sell universally in some countries. For example, they don't sell all the entire product range in a country like India because we have certain sensitivity in terms of certain products, the consumption and sale of certain products. So they have customized that not only the products, we are seeing that they are coming out with multiple spicy flavors because that is what clicks in our taste or palate. But They have also removed some standard products on their menu when they're entering into the Indian market. This is fundamentally to achieve acceptance in the local marketplace. So that is why we are talking in terms of modifying a product to consumer preference. Now, when this is done, one question that may arise is, don't we do it in the domestic market? Yes, we may also do it in the domestic market where we are having a range of products suiting different demographics. For example, age, gender, lifestyle. For example, if we take a company, a brand like Westside, in the past, we have noticed that the products that they sell in one retail outlet within the same city may not be the same that is being sold in another outlet. Maybe it's just located couple of kilometers away. So this is important to understand that there is a certain level of customization that takes place even in the domestic market. However, this is more in terms of the kind of product range that is being offered. It may be suiting different price range or different demographics of customers. However, in an international market, a larger amount of customization may be required. But even then, there is always this criticism that is faced that there is a certain product standardization that has happened based on certain criteria that the company has set for itself, and it has been tested and tried in the past. Now, why do we focus on product adaptation for the international product? That is because we have customizing a product so that it suits that local taste and preferences. There is also an important element that we need to consider, that it also depends on the product life cycle. Where does this product stand in the international market in terms of its product life cycle? That will also determine how much of customization is required in addition to the other micro and macro environment factors that we have discussed already. So let's look at a definition of product. So what is a product? When you're talking in terms of the product, we are typically talking in terms of a global marketing concept that is defined in terms of its tangible physical attributes. So whenever we talk in terms of a product, we are talking in terms of a tangible physical attributes. And what are these tangible physical attributes? They are weight, dimension, materials, to name a few. For example, when we talk in terms of an automobile, we clearly say that the automobile is having this kind of a weight, maybe 3,000 pounds of metal or plastic. It measures 190 inches long, 75 inches wide, and 59 inches high. Now, this could vary from brand to brand, product to product, company to company. However, this is a generic explanation of what an automobile product dimensions look like. But this is not all. When we talk of description, we talk about the physical attributes, but that does not give a complete account of the benefits a product provides. So when we are talking to someone who was looking to buy a car, they also expect other factors. And what are those factors? They are the intangible factors, but very critical in the decision making process for the purchase of a car. What are they? Is the car safe? Is it comfortable? Does it give me a good facility in terms of transportation? What are the physical features, that additional features or value adds that the car provides? Does it have airbags? Are the seats adjustable? And then you also have the branding. For example, there are so many different cars in the market. Now, all things being the same, why do I choose one car over the other? It may not necessarily only be because of the physical attributes or the intangible factors like safety, comfort, etc. It can also be in terms of certain branding that the product offers. Or the prestige or a lifestyle statement that the car makes. Or I'm looking for, say, an SUV versus sedan. So I may be willing to shell out more or less depending on what my personal requirements are. So Definitely, when we talk in terms of a product, we cannot look at it in terms of a unidirectional matter. We need to look at it as a collection of physical, psychological, service, and symbolic attributes that collectively yield satisfaction or benefit to a buyer or user. So, this is very important. It is a collection of physical, psychological, service, and symbolic attributes that yield satisfaction to a customer, but it is a collective satisfaction. So, when we talk about a product, we also talk in terms of the product life cycle. And where does it start? It starts with new product development. So there are six distinct steps in a new product development. What is the first step? It is the actual generation of new product ideas. It is not one person sitting in an isolated room and saying, "Hey, you know what? I think this sounds great, and so let us introduce this new product." No, it is a concept that evolves from feedback received from a number of sources. And what are these possible sources? It could be the salespersons, it could be the employees, it could be the competitors. Competitors won't come and tell you that, "Hey, why don't you release this product?" But definitely, if competitors are looking at certain product features, that may also trigger certain ideas in terms of what your product should look like. Government will not again tell you over the product, but government rules and regulations will also make you design your product to fit into that particular format. For example, earlier when we were talking in terms of refrigerators, we were talking in terms of, say, CFC products. But then there is also a focus which had happened, which came about on non-chlorofluorocarbon products because of certain rules and regulations that came into existence at that point in time. Say a decade or so ago. Then we talked to various customers.